Can we turn down the volume on the headphones?
Yeah. That's
Wait,
good.
mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Yeah.
Give me a thumbs up if we good.
Yeah.
We're recording. Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
recording
that was
already.
better. I think with the AC was the AC was the problem. Yeah.
That was good.
Okay. So there's this conversation being had on social media where it's like people are saying that Afrobeats needs a reset because every new music Friday there's a lot of music dropping, but there aren't really any standout tracks. I don't even think this year we really have a standout artist so far. Mavo kind of looks like it. He's underground, but like that's it right now. Like, what do you think about that? Do you agree with that
I think
sentiment?
the reference point is pop. Like when Afrobeats went pop,
Mhm.
after that happened, it was good for a minute, but the issue with pop is it sounds the same.
Mhm.
So when you start making music that sound the same over and over again, you get stationary music. Sure you get.
Mhm.
So I think over time, Afrobeats lost that essence of Afrobeats, losing the she'll get. That's what when what's his I remember was talking about something. Wants to get back to a refresh. Because Afrobeat is more like it's different. It's not just one thing. It's
Right.
different. It can be one sound, another sound, but it's in Afro elements. But now they all sound generally the same with them. My piano. I mean, shout out to my piano, but that's my issue. So he went pop. They need to come back down and start making like Afrocentric style music and not this American. Don't cater to the West too much. Music for Africans are big.
I see. I get what you're saying, but I feel like when you say Afro beats to the world, like I think a lot of times we don't understand what that really means.
Well, what does that mean to the world? What was Afrobeat before? They just now caught on.
Afro beats for the people.
Afrobeat just now to the world just now caught on.
It was for the people, then it became to the world.
Because the publishing here were not pushing Afrobeats. Now they didn't have a choice because Afrobeat was becoming the default. Everyone's starting to listen to it.
Right.
When I started listening to it, that's when it started coming to the world, but it was still the same sound.
Right.
And now some guys started making, I don't know, maybe the producers or maybe the West people, the publishing were telling them to water down. This is what they would like, and then I think
you can't to the world anything and not water it down. It's like, for example, if you go to China, right, and you ask for orange chicken, they'll probably look at you like you're crazy. But that's the thing. But that's that's the thing here, right? Where it's like in order to sell it to a wider audience, you have to do different things with it. Does that make sense? So Afrobeats is kind of like orange chicken now.
Well, you can have that some one or two songs to the world and have regular Afrobeat sounding music.
But there's no way to control that, right? Because everybody wants to the world.
There is a way to control that.
How do you control it?
Rema is still doing Afrobeat. What's his name? Because Daniel was not really to the world, but he's mainstream enough. Adekunle Gold. Mainstream enough. They're still making Afrobeat-centric music. Who else is there that is still performing? There's a lot of guys out there that are still making the sound and they are still doing well. Techno is still making the sound and still doing well as well too. Intentionally known in Africa is known in places that need to be known in the West. So I think you don't need everybody to cater to the song. You can have that one or two tracks that push you out there even more, but you need your audience. Your audience can be everybody. Everybody are not into the same thing.
That's true.
So Afrobeat going pop is weird for the genre itself because it's not a pop genre. It's a
Afrobeat
vibe genre.
But Afrobeat is pop itself. Like it's pop. Like like within the continent. Afrobeat in Nigeria, Afrobeat is pop music now.
There's an argument to be made because
Afrobeat is pop.
Okay, you know what?
You know what's not pop? Rap. Rap is not pop. Like Fuji is not pop. Those are like some kind,
The reason why I disagree.
Markets within a market.
Popular. Okay, you know what? Popular in Africa.
Right.
I'll say, okay, I'll agree with you.
Right.
For now, yeah.
So on that, and that's why I think about it like that. But everybody's trying to tap into that wave. Everybody's trying to get that big budget for their music videos, for their production, for their albums. And if you want that kind of money, you kind of have to acquiesce to what the foreign label is saying that you need to do. They might be telling you that those drums are too African or that beat is too African. So like kind of do like a little...
So what's happening now?
Yes, but does Afrobeat need a reset?
It needs to just go back to what it was before. Reset how?
I don't know if there's any going back. Once you taste those kind of waters, I don't think you can ever go back.
You're not wrong about that.
What like I
Okay,
can't
yeah,
think of
I
any
agree with
genre.
you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's any genre that has come back from that. Once you start touching that kind of way, you're done for. And I think in hypothetically, I think that if the big three were like if they were to lead the charge as far as like, okay, let's make this more localized, everybody else would follow.
Yeah, but they've adapted the big threes. I'll give them credit because they've evolved their sounds to actually Afrocentric modern sounds. I like hearing Wizkid type music. Is Wizkid with not L2J or no I
Not
mean shout out
P2J.
not P2J, not shout out
Yeah.
P2J, but he still has that American element. I don't like I prefer when I hear like DJ tunes. You can always hear an African more, even when SARS make it.
Yeah.
So I like when Wizkid does it. I like when
Yeah.
Davido does it.
Yeah.
Burna Boy, I don't know. I don't know who his producer is. I don't think he's the only one guy that doesn't have DJ or producer.
Right.
I don't know who his main guy is. So his music for me is still flip flop music. He makes everything at once.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, this guy's he's been doing that since day one. So I don't know.
I think Burna Boy is one of those guys who really started doing the whole watering down his music
Yeah.
so that he can appeal to the foreign crowd, the American market, right? Like the thing he was doing with his Timberlands on the last album, like featuring Wu-Tang Clan and all of that. Like it's very like, okay, I'm trying to appeal to like New York, or I'm trying to appeal to like these OGs right here.
Wizkid did it too. Wizkid did it. Davido still does it. I mean,
Davido is trying to force. Davido's own is just so painful because it's like you're trying to force a song with like Young Thug and like Rich Remerd and it's like it's not hitting. It's not hitting. Like we get it. You're from Atlanta, but like this is not. It's not doing the thing.
I don't think he knows that we get it because he keeps highlighting.
Because he keeps doing that shit, bro. I don't know what's up. Like, just leave it at invite them over to Lagos, show them a good time, let them go home. Everybody doesn't need to do let's feature or let's like hop on the track.
I 100% agree with that one.
Do I think that Afrobeats needs a reset? No, because like you said, everybody cannot do the whole Afrobeats to the world thing. So what we are seeing in the underground scene is people that have now put a new spin on like sound. They're adopting some certain sounds from America, like like the Playboy Cardi type dark beats, but with an Afro flavor to it.
But how about Africans?
Well, what do you mean?
You said it doesn't need a reset. Who is Afrobeats essentially made for? This is the main audience?
For Nigerians.
Nigerians and Africans.
And Africans by large.
So, Nigerians and Africans by large are not content with what we have being pushed right now because it's not our sound. So you're saying that all Africans should be forced to adapt to this?
No, I am saying that it doesn't need a reset because there are like a reset is kind of like, turn the shit off and like you boot it. And I'm saying that there are actively artists right now in the underground scene that are making Afro music, like proper Afro music.
Wow, we agree to disagree. You have because I like your point. Your point is good. But I think it does need a reset.
You think it does? What does a reset look like to you?
If we refresh, like start throwing it, adapt. Like it should evolve naturally. This evolving wasn't natural because it went into a scene that didn't naturally adapt to the sound.
But that's still very big. Can you like in steps say, okay, what's the first thing that needs to happen for us? Say, okay, yeah, there's
the sound is changing for a different group of people that does not naturally listen to this type of sound. Doesn't move the way we move. Afrobeat is not just beats. It's not just it's dance. It goes hand in hand. She gets anytime any producer is producing for Afrobeats knows that he has to make a dance type song. Now you're making a dance type song for different people that have different frequency. They don't understand how it is for us. So that's why I disagree. I'm like, you can make that stuff, but make separate album. Maybe if you can make African album and then make
something for
yeah.
Does a reset include abandoning Amapiano completely?
No, not completely. To an extent. Amapiano is for those guys, they know how to make their sounds. You can always adapt every now and then, but right now it's overused.
Yeah.
It's the issue. So
that's been going on for like the past 4 years.
Too much. If you feel like, okay, this Amapiano sound will make sense in this beats,
then do it.
But it just starts with...
Do you know what's crazy? There was a point in time where I forgot what Afrobeat sounded like because everybody was doing Amapiano.
You need to listen to Kiss Daniel.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not
He's the
doing that.
only.
I'm sorry.
He's not the only guy that make like Afro-centric
Kiss
stuff.
Daniel's music right now sounds like, you know what Kiss Daniel's music sounds like?
What?
Kiss Daniel's music sounds like he was in a coma like for like a few years, and then he just woke up and like was like, okay, let me get back in the studio. Like as if he has missed every sort of like evolution that has happened.
Well, I like
in
that.
the
I
genre.
like that though. But
No, it's Kiss Daniel makes my mom and papa music.
see. You know what my mom saying.
It's my mom.
Okay, you
and
know
papa
what?
music.
I make this. I don't make it sound weird or anything, but for us, like Yoruba people, right?
Uh-huh.
When I hear that type of sound, just like when you guys hear like the highlight type of sound, when me out here, I'm like, oh, that's Igbo people, that's grandma Igbo music. That's how I feel about Kizano. Because the music of us sound like that's traditional.
Yeah.
And it's just normal. So I know mommy and papa but the kids also fuck with that stuff too. So there might be a little bit of a divide there, but we don't have a Odumodu black. You know, I take it back because we do have some Odumodu black version, but your version is always different. Igbo's is like this. Your version is very different, in my sense. So we do have it, but like it's not the same. It's not the same.
not the same, no.
The cultural, the cultural stuff is different.
Yeah. But yeah, I really do think that the underground scene is where people need to be looking, and that's something that I'm shooting for on this show, to kind of like, not kind of, to definitely highlight those kind of artists that are actually doing that. Like that scene is so rich. Like you have artists that are doing Afro R&B, then you have like Afro soul artists. You know what I'm saying? Then you have the alternative guys. Then you have the new age rap guys that are doing like they're hopping on like
On Graham style music.
yeah, like some Playboy Cardi type beats, and that with, they're using our slang and stuff
so
and
fun
speaking
to listen
pidgin.
to.
Yeah, it's like very fun. It's like very different type of beats. Then you have the people that are still doing the pure like proper like Afro, like they're still doing Afro beats. There's so many different people. So I feel like that's the reason why when I hear resets, I'm kind of like, I don't know. Like reset to me sounds like, okay, shut this shit down and like start from scratch.
So I think it can evolve. They can evolve together. It can come in as an infusion because remember how this Afrobeat started. If the Afrobeat we're listening to was not the same Afrobeat in mid 2000s, it was the same Afrobeat in the early 2000s.
True.
And it wasn't the same Afrobeat in the 90s.
True.
So they all evolved into and merged into what it was. Right now, we're starting to do what we should have done a long time ago. We have different categories, segments of our music, and we also have our music actually infused with the Western style music to create something different, Afro R&B, Afro alternative. Those are like different sounds. That's why I feel like is Western catered with, and you'll find it's always going to be a small crowd, but you'll find your audience for that. See, I guess today with this guy.
We went to go see Audio last night. We saw Audio, who is somebody who like just like 3-4 years ago, Audio was an underground artist, and he started off as Afro R&B. But one complaint from like different people that showed up to that show last night was that these songs are too fucking slow.
But that's the artist himself. He makes that type of music. I know he'll do it. Like,
Right. That's the kind of, but his music wasn't always that. Like he would make slow music, but it was never like, it still had the Afro flavor to it, where it's like it's slow music, but you can dance to it. You can still do your two-step to it. That makes sense. So for example, have you heard Coffee by Audio? You've heard that song, right? Okay. I kind of want to play it on my this thing real quick, so that for the people who haven't really heard it, if you hear that song, you can hear where it's like, all right, it is slow. He's still talking, he's still addressing the same topics that he addresses in his music now, but again, that flavor is still there. Is the flavor for me that is missing in the music. It's very Brent Fires or whatever that guy's name like ish music that he's making now. Like, so when you hear this one,
why do you avoiding? I used to like this song when it came out last time. Around the bush, I'll beat around it too. It seems like you're confident.
you see what I'm saying? It's slow, but you can still like, you do your little some to it. Like, it's not like, oh, it's slow, like, oh, I'm going to sleep when I hear this thing, or I'm in tears. But he's still addressing the same subject matter that he does in the songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it goes back to what you were saying about, okay, so you finally get to a place in your career and now it's all about only catering to this specific thing. And I think ultimately the problem is that our artists have forgotten that really where you win in Afrobeats, just in anything in general, is making the best music for you and yours and letting everybody else gravitate towards it, as opposed to going out there and trying to sell something to them.
That is true. I was also there might be some information I might not be getting from artists where it's like they look at their sales and be like, oh, more of my audience listen like this type of song. Listen to this. They stream this more, so I have to make something in that style. I'm like, no, your
Right.
audience can like. No, your not audience will like everything. There'll be that one, two, three songs that they will like from you, but they like you as an artist. They
Right.
like to see you produce. Don't produce songs to cater to what they think you like. Produce what you is coming from, and that's why they started listening to you in the first place.
Right.
Yeah, make it core.
And we're talking about Davido to wrap up this point. We're talking about Davido. I would think that Davido would be somebody who would already understand that because of what If and Fire did over here. There was a point in time where I got tired of hearing If because everybody was
Oh, I absolutely
any club you go
despise it.
to, where my Africans at, and then the first thing you hear is, like
Where
they
my Africans
overdid
at is
for
actually
like
true.
2-3 years on the radio. That was the like one Afrobeat song that you kept hearing. Davido didn't have to feature a Lil Baby or a Gunna or a Young Thug, and there's nothing wrong with working with these guys. Don't get me wrong, but he didn't have to do any of that. He didn't have to.
And those songs don't go. You're not selecting properly.
You're not exactly. You're not selecting people that fit. You're just doing stuff like, oh, that's my guy. Let's hop on the song. It's like no,
It's from Atlanta too.
he's from Atlanta too. Like, let's do that. Hey, Quavo, pull up, give me a verse.
Yeah,
And it's like you could do that with Quavo, but this is not.
yeah.
This is not it. This is not
It's
what
not
you want to
Quavo's vibe.
do. So you have an If you did it for your people, it blew up over there. Everybody loved it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why? What makes you think that you're going to get ahead by doing the opposite of that? You see what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah.
shit. Even Burner with what was it called? Anidibo and Shayo,
Oh yeah. You don't like
right?
that song?
I like it.
Yeah.
But
That was a good sample.
But it was the same, right? It was a dope sample, but it wasn't like he was like, oh, let me
The
Americans come and
yeah.
chop. It was just like Chopsticks was, Chopsticks did something, and it was like a hit, and then they were like, oh shit, like did he just flip that? Like
Flip it the right way. Do it the
you're right, and people didn't know what the fuck what was Igbo and Shayo and all that, but like
they were
they
vibing
caught
to
they
that
caught
shit.
on because they liked the song so much. You see what I'm saying? So these people look at my numbers in America, and instead of saying, all right, they're gravitating because I'm making the best music for my folks, they start thinking, I need to start asking them, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Let me give you what you want. No. Unfortunately, when it comes, people don't know what they want until they hear it in this music shit. That's the truth.
Well, I wanna hear that Rema and this thing beef. Rema and Whiskey is beefing right now.
There's a Rema, yeah, but it's not like
Solid beef.
surface beef yet.
Okay.
But before we get into that, there is, in the spirit of this conversation about artists that are doing things a little differently, there is an artist that I want to highlight. Very, very dope artist from Nigeria that is also in the underground scene. He was gracious enough to send me an unreleased song to premiere. Yeah, his name is Scotty Olorin, and this song is dropping next Wednesday, so in a week, and it is called My Hustle. Here we go.
Perfect.
My hustle, my hustle, like this. I know they agree on say my you do me something. My hustle, my hustle, every day I'm grinding, I cannot be jonesing. My hustle, my hustle, I know they agree on say my you do me something. My hustle, my hustle, every day I'm grinding, I cannot be jonesing. I dey pray for steady motion, I go dey steady masha. She make I play the cassette and she poverty na basta. We been there on Alaska, now we dey steady packer. But you know the blonde boy, yeah you can catch me jonesing. My hustle must pay, my working is must pay. We're skating, we're grinding, we're bombing. Cause anyway, now we cool shots the day. All your miss the hustle, you take like a mess, I love you. My hustle must pay, my hustle must pay. Like this, I know the agree on say my you do me something. My hustle must pay, my hustle must pay. Every day I'm grinding, I cannot be jonesing. My hustle must pay, my hustle must pay. I know the agree on say my you do me something. My hustle must pay, my hustle must pay. Every day I'm grinding, I cannot be jonesing.
Shout out to the Odusi and what's his name? The one
I know who you're talking about.
you know I'm talking about.
His name is just not coming to me. I can see his face.
I had his name in my head earlier.
Fuck.
But shout out to them.
But yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah.
I know
doing this
Dunsi.
thing. Yeah.
That's fucked up. That I can't remember.
Santi,
Santi,
yeah.
thank you. Yeah, Santi.
Santi, no vex, I beg.
Santi,
man.
no vex. Oh, no
Yeah.
vex, no vex.
Shout out to them. Shout out to the OGs.
Yeah, and let me pause real quick. Actually, this was another dope episode of Underground Unreleased.
Yeah.
Shit, it was fun.
Yeah,
We
guests.
did things a little differently today.
Yeah, it was
The video. This is the first video like content I'm doing for this show.
It's
Like prior to this, has been audio only.
Prelude
to some greater things coming up.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I think we had a dope discussion.
This was a good discussion.
I think so too.
We'll attack the bloody and
but out of time, we have to go home and wash plates.
Yeah.
So
I gotta go home and wash plate is crazy.